Let's guess and discover who Taliyah from League of Legends is from the music alone. Here we go. Taliyah sounds to me as a very, well, this is kind of obvious, but a very inspired and focused and determined person. And we have that forward momentum. All characters need to have a reason for why they do what they do, right? So it's kind of obvious, but Taliyah has a gentility and a duality about her that is very focused and very determined. She will achieve the goal that she has in mind. Now that may be a little bit broad, but I don't actually know the implications of her lore or what the true story is and the reason why, you know, she's part of this story. But her determination comes really true and comes really forward thanks to that soprano singer, which also represents Taliyah generally. Whenever we have a singer, usually that's the humanity of the character that they're portraying. And so the singer elevates it, even in just in vocalism. The other reason why I feel that this theme is very, very exuberant and very, very confident and very, very forward momentum focused is because of the drums. The drums are keeping us in a rhythm that allows us to get the sense that everything that we're doing is about enthusiasm. It's about getting to somewhere and achieving a goal. It's not a battle theme. It's a theme based around the emotions of resolve and conquering an issue, whatever the issue is. I don't know. But I love that we're using the singer throughout this to represent Taliyah. I adore too this instrumentation. It has a very desert quality to it, especially the drums. There's a real focus on, again, always forward momentum, but it really does feel like there's a purpose to that forward momentum. And if you think about it, really, this music does do something to us as people. It makes us feel a certain way. It makes us feel optimistic, enthusiastic, hopeful. Let's check out the Homecoming teaser. Oh, okay, she's from the desert, sorry.
Follow this path until the end.
All right, I didn't get too much out of that, but that was pretty cool. She rides stone?
Welcome to the League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Taliyah, the Stoneweaver.
Taliyah, excuse me.
Taliyah was always a little different from the other kids in her tribe. The Shuriman teen was stronger and braver than the others, and she could manipulate and reshape the earth using her mind. As Taliyah's powers grew, she began to worry that she might accidentally hurt someone she cared about. So, she left her family and the desert lands she loved to gain control of her abilities. Taliyah has now returned from her journey across Valoran, newly determined to protect her people from the dangers rising from Shurima's sands. On the Rift, Taliyah is a traditional mage with cataclysmic lane-altering spells and out-of-combat mobility that makes her faster than a rock.
I see. Okay. So the music actually shows her protective spirit. Hold on, I want to look at the... Taliyah is a nomadic mage from Shurima who weaves stone with energetic enthusiasm and raw determination. Torn between teenage wonder and adult responsibility, she has crossed nearly all of Valoran on a journey to learn the true nature of her growing powers. Compelled by rumors of the rise of a long-dead emperor, she returns to protect her tribe from dangers uncovered by Shurima's shifting sands. Some have mistaken her tender heart for weakness and paid the price for their error, for beneath Taliyah's youthful demeanor is a will strong enough to move mountains and a spirit fierce enough to make the earth tremble. Born in the rocky foothills bordering Icathia's corrupted shadow, Taliyah spent her childhood herding goats with her tribe of nomadic weavers. When most outsiders see Shurima as a beige and barren waste, her family raised her to be a true daughter of the desert and to see beauty in the rich hues of the land. Taliyah was always fascinated by the stone beneath the dunes. When she was a toddler, she collected colorful rocks as her people followed the seasonal waters. As she grew older, the earth itself seemed drawn to her, arching and twisting to follow her tracks through the sand. After her 6th high summer, Taliyah wandered from the caravan in search of a lost goading that had been placed in her charge. Determined not to disappoint her father, the master shepherd and headman of the tribe, she tracked the young animal into the night. She followed the hoofprints through a dry wash to a box canyon. The little beast managed to get up high wall but could not get down. The sandstone called to her, urging her to pull handholds from the sheer wall. Taliyah laid a tentative palm against the rock, determined to rescue the scared animal. The elemental power she felt was urgent and overwhelming as a monsoon rain. As soon as she opened herself to the magic, it poured over her, the stone leaping to her fingertips, bringing both the canyon wall and beast down on top of her. Taliyah heard the ascendant emperor of Shurima had returned to his desert kingdom. Rumor had it this emperor turned god sought to gather his people. The desperate tribes backed him as slaves. Even with her training unfinished, there was no other choice. She knew she must return to her family to protect them. Sadly, she and her mentor parted ways. Taliyah returned home to the sand-swept dunes of Shurima as the punishing rays of the sun beat down on her. Taliyah pushed farther into the desert, determined to find her people. Hers was a will of stone, and she would do whatever was necessary to protect her family and her tribe from the danger that loomed on the horizon. So you hear this in her music. That piano is curiosity. And focus. If you listen underneath, it actually sounds like she's riding that stone that we see in the login screen here. So actually, in a lot of ways, the music is indicative of like her journey back home. This whole little login screen music is about that journey back home and that willful determination to protect her family and her loved ones. Yeah. So, I mean, that's amazing because this whole thing really feels like a specific instance where her mental state is actually in the music. Also, what her purpose is in the music. And that's really cool. There's a lot of League on the channel and I hope you'll check it out. And as always, thanks a ton and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.